Hi everyone, welcome. I'm preparing for the AWS Certified AI Practitioner exams, the AIF C01. And the way I log things in is by teaching them. So today I will walk you through the very first session, the core concept behind AI, machine learning and deep learning. And here's the hook. You have already been using AI for years, like a Netflix picking what you watch, and on your email, spam never hitting your inbox, and on your phone, translating a menu from a photo. That's not magic, it's a software making decision from the data. By the end of this, you will have a clear mental model of how all these terms actually fit together. Four goals of this video. 1. Define the core terms AI, ML, machine learning, deep learning, and neural networks, NLP, and also computer vision. 2. Tell apart AI versus ML versus deep learning versus generative AI versus agentic AI. 3. Explain training versus inferencing and the four inference type. And 4. Identify the three learning methods and the kind of data each one needs. The single most important idea is this. The old way of building software meant writing every rule by hands. Like on the email, to identify the spam, we put logic. If the email says free and sender unknown, so then we mark it as spam. This is breaks by the spammer by typing the word free with the number, and machine learning handle it. Instead of writing the rules, you show the system 100,000 examples and let it learn the pattern itself. And these words are not synonyms. They nest like adults. AI is the whole field. ML is a subset of the AI. Deep learning using multi-layer neural network is a subset of ML. Generative AI is a deep learning that creates content like text, image, and code. And agentic AI plans steps, call tools, and act on its own. Exam shortcut. Broadest term is always AI. The most specialized is generative or agentic. Now, the vocabulary the exam used everywhere. Picture a student studying for a month test. Training is all the practice problem, feeding the model label example so it build internal rules. It's the expensive piece, and it happens once or periodically. The inference is exam day, taking that finished model and using it on a new, unseen data. That's what runs on production. And overfitting is the student who memorized the practice answer but flunk the real test. The model learned and the training data too well, noise and all, so it's fail on anything new. So by using this the analogy with the student studying for the math test, we are able to understand how the AI works from the training, inferencing, and overfitting. And the two more, we have the label data is a data set where every example already has the correct answer attached. Hold into this one. It's the key that unlocks the learning methods because supervised learning requires it and unsupervised doesn't. And agentic AI is the newer idea, a system that can plan a sequence of steps, call external tools, and take autonomous action toward a goal, not just answer a single prompt. Quick note on inferencing, because the exam loves it. There are 4 types: real time, it's an instant, someone's waiting, like a chatbot or a checkout fraud check. The second one, batch, huge volume on a schedule, like a nightly credit scoring, where latency doesn't matter. Then the 3, asynchronous, big payloads or long jobs where you can hold a connection open. And serverless, scales to zero, idea for spiky, unpredictable traffic where you only pay for what you use. The tips that matters most. 1. If you learn from data instead of being explicitly programmed, that's literally the exam definition of machine learning. Pick it. 2. The 3 learning method map cleanly. Supervised means label data, unsupervised means no label, reinforcement means reward. No label and go, you are grouping things, that unsupervised clustering. 3. Spiky or unpredictable traffic almost always point to serverless inference. And 4. Batch is a large volume where latency doesn't matter. Real world is when someone is actively waiting for the answer. And that's the foundation. AI, ML, deep learning, and the vocabulary everything else builds on. If you can explain those in your own words, the rest of domain 1 gets a lot easier. Thank you for watching. This is a part of my AIF C01 prep with the Cloud Exam Lab. If it need, drop a comment with how you explain supervised versus unsupervised learning. See you in the next one. Thank you.